Our top story at 5:30. You've heard it said that time heals all wounds, but the family of a murdered Portsmouth man wants you to know that is not true. There's only one thing that can help them begin to heal, and that is finding his body. It's a story I've been following for more than 2 years, and now the family has just upped the reward to $30,000 for information that will bring their loved one home. A lifelong bachelor, Jim Britt lived and worked from his home in the quiet neighborhood of Sterling Point in Portsmouth. This home is the last place Britt's brother says anyone saw him alive 2 years and 2 months ago.
You know, bad enough a family has to go through the heartbreak of losing a loved one. It multiplies exponentially when you don't have that loved one to bury.
Despite the lost body, a jury found Freddie Lee Hall guilty of murdering Britt this winter. Hall, like Britt, was in the used car business and traveled from his home in Florida to Hampton Roads frequently. Police found Hall in possession of 2 of Britt's prized personal cars, a Corvette and a Jaguar. But the killer is keeping quiet.
We have a feeling there's somebody else out there that knows what Mr. Hall did with my brother's remains.
William Britt took us inside his brother's home just weeks after he disappeared. You could see blood peeking through the fresh paint on the walls and bleach stains on the carpet, and a bare floor where someone had cut out a piece of carpet large enough to roll a body inside. Surely, the family says, Hall had some help.
I beg anybody, if they know anything of the whereabouts of my brother's remains, come forth and give us that information. My mother is getting older. I do not want my mother to go to her grave not knowing where my brother is.
He knows their minds will never rest.
Be it once, twice, 10 times, 100 times, or 1,000,000 times a day, it's always going to be on your mind that you lost a loved one to violence.
But if they find Jim, give him a proper burial, then finally, at least, he will rest in peace. Now, the family will pay that $30,000 reward to anyone who gives information to police that then leads to Jim Britt's remains. Freddie Hall is set to be formally sentenced by a judge next month.